I'm currently joined by, for the first time this season, Oakville Blades assistant coach Ron Bentivegna. And Rob, 2 nights back-to-back, 6-5 victories. The Oakville Blades, your team there with 4 wins in a row now after losing in Trenton 4-0. How do you feel that the team performed throughout this whole week?
Yeah, we're not playing quite as tight defensively as we'd like to. Ultimately, you're going to take the 4 points in a 4-point weekend, but we definitely have a few things to tighten up defense, but you can't get mad at 12 goals in 2 games. That's
the thing, you can't get mad at 12 goals in 2 games. I mean, the Oakville Blades, I think, now have 112 goals forward and not much against. The Oakville Blades, the offense is coming and coming every game, but when a goal keeps on coming in, what's the message behind the bench to the boys? Because earlier on in the season, the boys didn't get scored on much.
Yeah, other teams are making adjustments too. We got off to a great start. It started right at training camp. We had a lot of details kind of set in stone early. The gap's now closing from other teams, and we just got to keep getting better every week at practice and bring it into every weekend.
I'm sure you've been filled in with the rivalry with the North York Rangers, and they're coming up on Saturday. It's going to be a big one. It's basically the top 2 teams in the league going at it on a Saturday night here in Oakville. What do the boys need to do, you think, to have a complete overall game and to get the 2 points?
Well, we're definitely going to have to tighten up defensively. You can't let a team like that get out to an early lead. You can't give them too many chances. You got to cover your bases, get back to the home plate. You got to block shots first and foremost, and take care of your own end first. And with our team, with the offense, it's going to come. We just got to make sure that we take care of the defensive side.
The puck can bounce weird ways, and it did for North York tonight. They lost 5-4 to the Mississauga Chargers. What does that say, you think, within your first time within the league coaching, that lower teams from last year are getting better and maybe higher teams from last year are maybe getting a little weaker?
Yeah, the league is, I've been following along for a couple of years. The league's really close. Realistically, any team, any night can win.
Yeah.
You have to bring your A game, or your opponent is going to take advantage of your mistakes. So most of the time, the league is a game of whoever makes the least amount of mistakes and who can convert on the other team's mistakes.
I usually start off by saying, for the first time, give a background on all your stuff, but you've been in the Oakville Rangers system, I believe, for a few years now with the midget and minor. So maybe give everyone a little bio and what else do you do other than the Blades within the hockey and the town of Oakville?
Yeah, so I'm also an assistant coach with the midget Oakville team. This is my 5th year with them. Joining the Blades this year was awesome. It's a chance for the midget players to have a little more of a direct transition up to the Blades, as well as keep an eye not just on the Oakville midget team, but also other midget teams in the league, to keep an eye at the junior level, to kind of have some prospects for next year and make sure you're having the right players at camp and making the right selections, and also not getting fooled by a player at camp for having a good week. You kind of have a little more of a background on them.
That's exactly the reason Holden Doggett and a few other players coming up from the system up now to the Oakville Blades in the junior A level, and finally now moving to the rest of the season. Really 23 games in already. The season's flying by, in my opinion. What can the team do overall, you think, touch on maybe defensively and offensively, but just an overall game in order to continue the dominance this season and just stay on top in the West?
Yeah, we just got to keep playing our game, sticking to the details. Like I said, it starts in Monday practices, getting better every single time you're on the ice. Every single week you get better and better. You pick a new game plan for each game, and you just stick to it. Mike Tarantino, our head coach, does a great job of getting our soldiers ready, and just make sure that you follow his lead and everybody does their role, and we should be all right.
Absolutely, sounds good, and I appreciate your time after this victory here, Rob, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you very much.
Everybody, Ron Bentivegna, the Oakville Blades assistant coach, his first year here with Oakville in the junior A level. Another victory at the 16 Mile Sports Complex, 6-5 against the Markham Royals, 4 in a row. We'll be back on the air on HockeyTV.com and on Oakville Blades Radio next Saturday, November 17th, as the North York Rangers are in town. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the Oakville Blades play-by-play broadcaster.